What the real Tyler's back with my return and another video game review. And this is now I was supposed to do this a few days ago, but then when the holidays are like nah, I decided to wait after Halloween, and that is. So here's my WCW Mayhem game review, and this is not like I'm going to do a 2K20. This felt nostalgic for me, at least, because this was my first wrestling game I ever played, and I still play it a lot. And this was a 1999 game, so yeah, and this was during those days. Well, go back to my 99 reviews, you already know. You have some good variety of wrestlers, like Goldberg, Sting, Ric Flair, DDP, Savage, Hogan, Kevin Nash, and what's weird about this game is Jericho came to the WWF in August of 99. This came out in the same month, I think. Jericho is in Mayhem, which is kind of weird, because he left around that time. But yeah. Well, the game was being developed, that's why, but yeah, there's a lot of characters like Jericho, for example, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, those kind of guys. Rick Steiner and that, yeah. The graphics are not that bad for a 1999 game. I mean, they look kind of weird, like Bret Hart and DDP, for that is. I mean, DDP doesn't have his fist tape and elbow pads. I mean, they did that backstage show, which I'll talk about that when in the future. So yeah. The controls are not bad. That is, I mean, you have your standard gravel square, triangles, circles, X's, the attack buttons if you do that. But there's some problems with the game. Not every game is perfect. Let's just be honest. The collision detection. If you kick the guy, it's fine. But you kick him again, they don't affect it. They just kick you instead, making you look like a troll. Yeah, and then the matches, that is. There's no cage, although there was supposed to be a cage match in the game, but I don't know why they didn't put it in the game. Maybe because it's too hard to put in a cage match, but Thunder had a cage match. But yeah. In a battle royal, is only 4 people you pick. But what's weird is you get eliminated yourself, which is kind of illegal to do in video game battle royals or Royal Rumbles. But yeah. And then in these, there's no disqualification, falls count anywhere, or pin anywhere, Ravens rules, and a weapon match, and then of course there's a normal match, and match stipulation, that is. That's like 4 of the same matches. There's no countouts in that. There are countouts, but I don't even bother doing that. But yeah, matches like a singles match, a tag match, a triangle match, a handicap match, a 4-way dance, they call it, in a battle royal, like I mentioned. There's a quest for the best. It was just basically your typical career mode. Basically, you go after the television title. If you're a cruiserweight, you go for the cruiserweight title. But for some reason, when I was playing it, when I was Chris Benoit, I was going for the cruiserweight title. Chris Benoit never competed for the cruiserweight title, ever. I don't think he never. Or the United States, if you're a heavyweight, and the World Championship. But when every title you win, it looks like the WCW Tag Team Championship. for some reason. I mean, every belt is the tag title. But on the if you when it didn't, but in the loading screen, if you win that set title, that title's on Goldberg's waist. And yes, that was on Goldberg's waist. If you say same difficulties, you unlock some wrestlers, but to get Jericho, you had to fight backstage like 12 or 13 times. I don't know what the certain thing is. Also, there's pay-per-view password. If you put in the right password, and you unlock all the wrestlers. So yeah. But there are some different versions of a wrestler and an arena. The arena one is the Monday Nitro arena. If you put in a password, you get the classic Nitro arena. If you don't, it's the current one at the time. You know, the Space Age logo. And Rey Mysterio was the unmatched version, which put in the password and put him back in his mask. Just, I don't, yeah. And there are the arenas, like there's the Nitro arena, the current, or the older version, the Thunder arena, the Saturday Night arena, and there are the pay-per-view arenas, like all 12, Sold Out, Super Brawl, Uncensored, Spring Stampede, Slamboree, Great American Bash, Bash at the Beach, Road Wild, Fall Brawl, Halloween Havoc, World War III for some reason is in it, and Starrcade. By November, the World War III thing was dead, and then replaced with the Mayhem pay-per-view, which you already know. I already did all the 99 pay-per-views. But some of the ropes are not accurate. Well, they were by 2000, but the Nitro arena having red ropes, Thunder having blue. It's kind of like that, but yeah. The only one that has the black ropes, the Halloween Havoc arena. And the Road Wild arena is not my favorite arena to play in, because, you know, the Road Wild shows, they were outdoors in Sturgis, South Dakota, but this was in an arena for some reason. They couldn't accurately put it in. Yeah. But also, there's the first created wrestler for a WCW game. And it's okay at best. The created wrestler feature would get better by games later games, like Here Comes the Pain and that. And there's a quick start, which you pick a wrestler and you're just launching into a match. That's it. But yeah, I did enjoy the game. Like I mentioned, there are a lot of good stuff in it, and yeah. So I give this game a 7.5 out of 10. That's a good range compared to 2K20. But yeah, the only problems were the collision detection and the collision detection and some of the wrestlers' models. And yeah. So my next game review will be the new one, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And then sometime later I'll do the SmackDown vs. Raw trilogies from the original 06, 07, 08. I can't wait for 07. So 08, 09, 10, and 11. So the the trilogy of the SmackDown vs. Raw games, the 7 games that came out. So yeah, bye.